Okay, hello everyone. This is William Armstrong here with a video on the HP computer I got for my birthday. I have made a YouTube video clip briefly about the camera test from the webcam built into this laptop, about the quality of it. It goes to HD 720p all the way down to 144p resolution directly at 30 frames a second on the higher settings. But this is what it looks like. The computer's pretty neat, but, however, there is some things you got to be aware of. One, the computer is a slim computer, almost close to an Ultrabook size, meaning it is not going to be fully equipped with everything you would expect. It's going to have at least a USB port, a minimum of 2 of them for this particular model. The USB port's there, the charger port's there, power is here. The SSD indicator activity light is right there. This has an SSD in it. This does not use a hard drive. Solid state drives are fast, silent, and quick and offer slightly longer performance, meaning you get fast performance, longer life, versus a hard disk drive and a magnetic HDD rotational drive, meaning an SSD will outlast a hard drive for very long, a lot longer than that. This model of computer has 256 gigs of SSD internal storage, and it does not have a fingerprint reader. There's no fingerprint reader on this model. Some HP computers like this will have a fingerprint sensor somewhere on the palm rest area. The palm rest is big enough for your palm to fit on both sides. It's huge, 15 inches, and it can hold, so it's about 1, 2, 3, 4 hands almost, about 3 or 4 hands equal the width of this thing. This is made from recycled plastic bottles that are in the ocean, like ocean recycled plastic. The laptop has a built-in webcam right up there. You can barely see it, but there's 2 dual microphones, and I will show you the camera. A YouTuber by the name of Lon Seidman, known as Lon.tv, does a better job at making video reviews than I do, better than me, along with Linus Tech Tips and other video tech YouTubers who make technology reviews better than me. This is just an amateur using a phone to film from. But this is the webcam that I filmed the test video from, and there's an indicator light that turns on when active. There's the camera right there, the 2 dual microphones here and here. The front bezel's black, which is not very easy to notice the dual mics. Camera there. I brought it up and I did a test video. I'm filming from my Moto G Stylus 5G. I'm filming from it. This does have some ups and downs. I like the fact that it has an SSD in it, but it is whisper quiet nearly with the fan in it. I've got it on the charger as Windows 11 is downloading the new build 22H2, so I've got to keep it on the charger for quite a little bit longer. Now, if I turn it around slowly, if I actually unplug the charger first, not do it with the charger in, otherwise it'll cause a problem. The charger port's important, but there's the Type-C port, the headphone port, the HDMI, USB port right here, USB-A 1 port, USB-A 3.0 rather. It's just 1 port there, and the USB-A 3.0 port 1 here, so it's a total of 2 USB-A ports 3.0. The computer is pretty nice. It has like a faux plastic aluminum color, like faux plastic aluminum. It's like plastic, but it has like a faux brushed metal aluminum appearance, so it's basically plastic, but silver aluminum metal-like, so it's basically plastic, but the color is silver, and it gives like a brushed aluminum appearance, as if it was made of metal, but it's plastic. The bezels have a bit of grip in them, like you can actually feel the bezel, like a pattern texture on the bezel area. And it is pretty nice. It is not actually heavy. I can pick it up with one hand, like this. And it does have some weight to it, but not too heavy. And it is completely not really shock-proof, but it's got the SSD and just a slim fan that's spinning really loudly when it's in heavy use. It's got an AMD Ryzen processor in it. Now I'm going to show you the processor of it. This is not a touchscreen enabled computer, nor it's not a convertible either. So I'm going to go to Taskman. Now let me just zoom down onto the thing, down onto the screen. Now this is it. This is the processor in it. It gets a little blurry. But there's the AMD Ryzen 3 7320. So it's 7320U with Radeon graphics. It's a 4-core, it's a one single processor APU, but it's got 4 cores, 8 logical processors packed inside. So it's 8 processors, but a 4-core thing. Just 8 processors in total. Now, I'm kind of stumped to why it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 processors in it when it's just one processor, but 4 cores, 8 processors. I wonder why. I'm stumped to what is the deal behind this. It's got a built-in GPU that is displayable on its own process screen. It shows it's got 3.6 gigs of shared memory, but the dedicated is actually 512 megabytes, but it's 3.6 gigs. This is 8 gigs of RAM. So I'm thinking when I run a heavy program, it's going to take up some of that system memory and convert it to VRAM. And then when I close the intensive program, it'll throw it back to the system. So the RAM for the VRAM is being borrowed a little bit from the system memory. It's taking up some of that. Now, note that this has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth together. It's a Realtek 802.11ax PCIe adapter. Wi-Fi 6 has that. There's the SSD shown. Memory, there's 8 gigs. CPU, there it is. If I wanted to, I could add on a USB flash drive or an external hard drive to expand storage briefly for some stuff. But I'm not going to really be needing it all the way. I'm going to be using for older PC games that are like old, 2004 old to 2010 old. Anything that's 2022 new and above won't work just because of the system requirements. I can put, most likely I'm going to put Steam on here and use it for Steam playing games on my computer behind me. I can't rotate the screen around. I cannot. But let me just swing the phone around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got my HP ProDesk computer I got during the coronavirus pandemic from Macari, about for $100 up there. That up there is a Haswell computer, a Core i5. That one up there, I've got Debian Linux loaded on it with Debian Bookworm, Debian testing on it. It has Intel HD Graphics 4600 on the computer. In the processor, yes, it does. The upside is I like it, but the HD Graphics 4600, it runs older things, but newer games will struggle. I'm testing Steam Proton up there on that for testing purposes. But other than that, the computer's pretty good. Now, the boot times, I'll show you the actual startup time. Let me just calculate it by turning the computer off. Let me shut down. Okay, I'm going to shut down. And I'm going to time the startup with the stopwatch. So I'm going to grab my phone. So hold on. I'm going to time the startup time for this. My mom's talking on the phone in the background, so disregard that talk. So hang on. My mom's talking pretty loudly. It echoes where I live at, so ignore her background talk. You can barely properly hear it over my voice. But stopwatch, so as soon as I put the phone, I'm going to press power start. And we're going to see how fast it boots out. So I'm timing it. So let's see, with the SSD built in, it goes to the HP logo, and it's spinning the Windows 11, and the startup time is about 15 seconds start. 15. That's how long it took to start up. 15 seconds minimum. Compare that to a regular rotational hard drive that would take a lot longer. But due to the 256 gig SSD, it just started up like that. 15-second start out. And the shutdown time is fast. So that's all I'm going to say. It came with a charger, but to go eco-friendly, HP sent it with the charger, computer, and fewer papers. That's eco-friendly. That's a good thing on HP's part. I expect computer manufacturers in the future to stop sending a crap ton of paperwork. Just send the computer, charger, and less papers. That's more eco-friendly than to waste paper by sending you the quick start manual, warranty guide, instruction manual, all of that. Like, it's less paper to send than to try to send instruction manual, quick start guide, warranty, extra papers. Like, it's a lot of work to produce a lot of extra printing material for desktop, laptop, tablet. Like, all these paperwork you get with these computers and tablets is a waste of paper, and it's environmental and not really environmentally sound, so to speak. But anyway, this is William Armstrong signing out, and I see you next time. Bye-bye, and my birthday is today, or tonight rather, today on the 23rd, but anyway, I will see you next time. Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.